Tonight's homework is word problems to help us review for our test tomorrow. Number 1, if the area of a rectangle is 306 square centimeters and one dimension is 6 centimeters, what is the measurement of the other? Well, I know area is length times width. So if I'm given area, I need to work backwards, and so I need to divide. So I'm going to do 306 divided by 6. 6 can't go into 3. 6 goes into 35 times. And then 6 goes into 6 once. So I end up with 51, and I'm going to erase that bottom so I don't put it onto problem 2. So I get 51. And since it's a word problem, I always want to label my answer 51 centimeters. Number 2, if the area is 612 square centimeters and one dimension is 12 centimeters, what is the other? So once again, I'm going to divide. 12 can't go into 6. 12 can go into 61. And I'm going to say 5 times. 5 times 12 is 60. And then we subtract and I get 1 and I bring down my 2. Now I think how many times does 12 go into 12, and it's once. 1 times 12 is 12, and then I subtract and I get 0, so we get 51 centimeters. Our answers were the same. And number 3, if the perimeter of a rectangle is 306 and one dimension is 6 centimeters, what's the other? Remember, this one is the one that we had to do a couple more steps. So if this side's 6 and this side's 6, I know that I have 12 centimeters. I was given 306. Oops. So that means I have 294 centimeters left to split up between this side and this side. So I'm going to take that 294 and I'm going to divide it by 2. 2 goes into 2 once. 2, I subtract, I get 0, I bring down my 9. 2 goes into 9 4 times. 4 times 2 is 8, I subtract, I get 1, bring down my 4. 2 goes into 14 7 times with no remainder. So I know my other side is 147 centimeters. On the back, 6 people are splitting the cost of a boat trip. The total is $306. What is each person's share? Well, we did this division problem on the front side, but let's go over it again. 6 can't go into 3. 6 goes into 35 times. 5 times 6 is 30. I subtract, I get 0, and I bring down my 6. 6 goes into 6 one time. I get 0. So since I'm talking about money, each person owes $51. Number 5. 12 people are splitting the cost of the same boat trip for a total of $306. Jenny said that each person's share will be half as much as problem 4. Do you agree? So up here, we split it between 6 ways and get 51. Here they're saying that if we double the people, the cost will be half. So let's check to see if that works. So we're going to do 306 divided by 12. 12 can't go into 3. 12 goes into 30 twice, which is 24. I subtract, I get 6, and then I bring down my 6. 12 goes into 66 5 times, which is 60. I subtract, I get 6, and I have nothing else. I have a remainder of 6/12, which a remainder of 6, which is half of 12. And if I'm talking about money, half of $1 is 50 cents. $25.50. Now I need to double check. Is $25.50 half of 51? If I add 25.50 and 25.50, do I get 51? Yes. So it is half. When we double one, the other one's going to go in half. We learned that earlier in the year when we're multiplying and dividing. Number 6. 3 people are splitting the cost of meals on the boat trip. The cost is $153. What is each person's share? Pedro says that the answer to this problem will be the same as the answer to problem number 4. Well, that means I took half of 6, so I would also take half of 306, which is 153, or close to it. So it would probably be correct, but let's find out. 3 divided by 153. 3 can't go into 1. 3 can go into 15 5 times. 5 times 3 is 15. I subtract and get 3, subtract and get 0 and bring down my 3. 3 goes into 3 once, and then I'll have no remainder. So he is absolutely correct. When I took half of what I was dividing by and half of the number, my answer was the same. And number 7, Orlando and his 4 friends, 5 people, joined Michael and his 3 friends, that's 4 people, in purchasing a gift for their baseball coach. The gift cost $15.75, and the 9 friends split the amount equally. How much did each person spend? So this is just a long division problem. Nine can't go into 1. 9 goes into 15 one time. If I subtract, I get 6, and then I bring down my 7. And my decimal point goes straight up. I don't need a decimal point down here in my work. 9 goes into 67 7 times. 7 times 9 is 63. If I subtract, I get 4. 5. 9 goes into 45 5 times, which is 45. And it's good that there's no remainder because I was already with decimals talking about money. So each person had to pay $1.75. That is our word problem review.